trailer, how do you figure something like that? They're not even, some are not labeled in the right place, they're just thrown all over the place. And they've been there for years and years and years, so how?
Well,
we
the
got
law
them in a
does
trailer.
not say we can just throw those away.
Some of the legal documents, I understand that, but some of the stuff that we have in Connex over there.
Well, yes, if you know,
I mean,
here's,
there's boxes and boxes of paper that,
what is it? You have to know what it is.
well, a lot of it is subdivision stuff, some of it's EMA stuff, some of it, but a lot of it's duplicate stuff.
Well, if it's duplicate and it's marked on the box duplicate, then they would know, or the file,
And
they
then-
would know what it is.
And
But
then
if
there's
it's not,
there's some boxes of receipts that are 20
Well-
years old.
and that may be very clear cut. And I don't know, maybe half the boxes will be marked correctly and are clear cut.
I mean, I understand y'all's boxes, the county attorney's boxes, and maybe the district clerk's boxes. Some of those, you know, they can't go through or be able, but I'm looking at the other stuff that we have that I think can be destroyed, that's not being destroyed for whatever reason. There's a lot of duplicate stuff that, you know.
And another thing for, of course, research, if nothing's labeled right, and you have one document in 1,000 boxes there, how are you gonna know which box it's in?
Well, you're not, but, and I'm not necessarily saying you have to go through every page. I am just saying, when they come, if they do not look in the file, and they have to go just by what's on the file label, I think we're gonna be destroying some things we shouldn't destroy, and we're gonna be throwing away some things, that we shouldn't, but.
There's lots of things that are pretty cut and dried that can be destroyed. Mag sheets over 2 years old, which there's a bunch of those.
Okay. So you want them to go through those or just destroy them, since we already know they need to be destroyed?
If they're over 2 years old, they can be destroyed.
Okay, then we don't have to pay them to go through them, we just have to pay them to destroy them. What's the total amount of the contract?
Our pricing is $20 a box. It just depends on the number.
And there were how
boxes.
many boxes?
There were
Okay.
we counted about 2,500 boxes. But if there are sets of those boxes that you know can be destroyed and they're already classified, I wouldn't include them. I mean, I wouldn't have you pay me to do those. There wouldn't be a reason to do that. It's just the boxes that you don't have identified and you need identified and classified so that you can submit that destruction request or notification to the state.
How much a box?
It's
$20 a box.
$20
Here's
a
the,
box.
and it's $8 per ledger, and then destruction is $4.50 per box
To destroy.
to destroy.
To shred all, and we shred ledgers too.
And they won't do that whole 2,500 this year. It may take 5 or 6 years to do that 2,500. They may only do 200 this year. I mean, you were mentioning about one county that had,
We're working for Jim Wells County right now. They had 8,500 boxes of records that they've been keeping forever and ever, and that's a lot of records, right? So we're doing a fourth of them a year as it works in the budget form. We go down to
I just think we need to start somewhere, you know, especially with our move that we're doing, gonna be moving back and forth. There's a lot of records I think that can be destroyed, you know, that somebody look at. There's a lot of, even our court records, commissioner court, everybody keeps copies. Well, all of it recorded at county clerk's office. We don't really need extra copies. I'm just as guilty, even in my office, the bills, you know, all the auditor's office, they keep every bill that's being paid. There's duplicates that are out there everywhere, you know, and I understand your records, I understand,
No, I'm not just talking about our
District
records,
clerk
so
records.
maybe, you know, if you have a file that's marked Commissioners Court, agendas, then that's easy for them, they know they don't need to keep it. What if your Commissioners Court agenda is in with, notes on bids and things like that? They're not gonna go in the file and see that. Do you see what I'm saying? You're still gonna have to go through the file.
If a folder is not labeled, we're gonna open it to discover what it is. If there are mixed records in a box, we call that finger filing. We separate them by the type of record they are. But I don't go through every single page to make sure somebody didn't slip the official copy or the only copy of the agenda in the back of the file, and that's it. We assumed it.
Okay, I didn't understand that you opened the file and.
Only if we
those cases.
can't identify it.
Okay.
But what you're describing can happen. What you're describing is an official document is somehow misfiled in a folder. When we open that folder and we determine it's this kind of file, we're not gonna go through every page to see if there's something misfiled in there too that needs to be kept. Yeah. I couldn't afford, you couldn't afford to pay me to go through every single page. We just, it wouldn't be efficient. I mean,
I just think, me personally think we need to start
Well,
somewhere.
and I'm just giving my comments, I do not have a vote.
In the scenario that he's going by, if that document is in there, it's probably lost to,
Oh, you probably wouldn't, if somebody
Somebody-
asked you to
somebody would
produce
find
it
it if
under
somebody
a
had to.
FOIA request, you probably wouldn't find it either.
I make a motion that we, go with this record retention proposal from RCI.
I'll second.
motion made by Commissioner Fowler, second by Mr. Gomez. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Would you want me to follow up with the judge to see what schedule y'all want to do that on? instead of-
Yes, or myself or Commissioner Fowler, he's the one that took you around and
Yes.
shows you everything.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Okay. Item number 13. Ricky Morales, Commissioner Precinct 3, request to appoint Steve Duffy as Commissioner for ESD number 1.
Mr. Duffy's here, Judge. We can report him, appoint him to ESD number 1.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Morales, second by Commissioner Wiley. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we have,
Judge, I was out of town, so let me check with Dawn, make sure she has this
Okay.
certificate, so you could swear on it. Okay?
you're gonna, okay,
I'm
stay a little
sure.
bit longer. You gonna get it in now, or
Oh, yes, sir.
you want us to wait for you?
Certainly, it wouldn't take but a second to.
Okay. We'll get you sworn in.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I want to say I welcome the opportunity to serve my community. I've got the time down, and just finished building a home, so maybe I can offer my services in management business.
ESD number 1 is a good group.
That's
We'll
what
enjoy
Spoke
working
with
with
George Jones extensively about it. I think I can use it.
Oh, I'm sure you can, you'll be a nice addition.
Thank you.
Can you look, wait till we can strike it, or we go to 14?
I think we'll go to 14.
Okay, we're gonna go to item number 14, swear again as soon as she gets back. Okay, Richard L. Jackson County Judge, discuss and take action on the annual request from Camino Real Community Services for the match contribution from Wilson County for year 2016. Okay, according to Camino Real is this is for the match. We are required to match $79,904. Okay, our part of the match is what we contribute our building rent. We have part of the building that's next to the district attorney's office and the building over next to Miss Annie's Peanut Brittle. We supply those two buildings for them, and our part of the match adds up to $98,842, which is more than what is required.
Judge, I talked to Ms. Garcia this morning. She thanked the court and everyone for partnering with them. We know it's a source that we need for the county. And the way they come up with the match is what rent is paid in other counties or other facilities is how they came up with the match. There is no out-of-pocket cash from the county. This is just, as the judge mentioned, like kind for what they would have paid in rent if they had a rent building someplace else. So once again, they did thank us for partnering with them.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Wiley.
I have one question.
Oh, yes.
If you don't mind. The question I have is there anything in this contract that we have to provide janitorial service and lawn service for them?
Nothing that I am aware of, other than it belongs, the buildings belong to us, so.
I mean, if you rent a house out, you don't go clean the house. I mean, that's one of my, it's taking time away from our janitorial person to go over there and clean when they should be cleaning here, our own buildings. That's just my point.
Okay, actually, they're not on a schedule for our janitorial services. It's just mostly maintenance. When something happened, Miguel goes over there and repairs it. And we do mow
the lawn.
the lawn's fault.
And Ms. Frankie does keep it clean. It's
She's
on a
not-
regular basis, but it's,
She's not on a regular schedule, whenever she can cut loose. We can approach that and take the janitorial services completely away from them, if you want to.
that's my only comment.
Okay, right now we've got a motion on the floor for the matching. Contribution. Motion from Commissioner Wiley, second from Commissioner Rouse. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Right.
Any opposed? Is there a place in here that we have to sign?
She said, just a couple of minutes and she'll. I'm sorry, it's like a town thing.
This is my third. Rest of that out. Okay, item number 15, which is the Judge County, Jackson County Judge, discuss and take action on resolution opposing Siglo Valley Local Government Corporation's attempt to acquire water rights and transport water out of Wilson County. Here is the resolution. Okay, whereas Siglo Valley Local Government Corporation is attempting to acquire water rights in northeastern Wilson County, whereas Siglo Valley Local Government Corporation will transport water out of Wilson County. Whereas with Wilson County's predicted future growth and water is essential to ensure that growth. Whereas timely notice was not given to Wilson County officials prior to the inclusion of this project in the 2016 initially prepared plan. And whereas this project may affect the sustainability of the Carrizo Aquifer and there was no inclusion of a study or plan. Now therefore be it resolved, the Wilson County Commissioners Court is opposing Siglo Valley Local Government Corporation attempt to acquire water rights and transport water out of Wilson County. Okay, that, everybody's familiar with the situation of what they're doing and where they are. This is just a resolution letting them, the Region L know that we're opposed to what they have. They have it in their initially prepared plan, hopefully with this and some more letters and other resolutions from different cities, we'll get them to take it out.
I'm moving back to the other.
You know, motion from
I'll
Commissioner
second.
Tom, second from Commissioner Wiley, all in favor? Any opposed?
Judge, if I can just add to that while you're signing.
Yes, sir.
We went to was it last week we went?
Yes, sir.
We went to a regional meeting in San Marcos, and that meeting was designed for people to comment about their plan. And there was 6 of us, I guess it was, that came up from Wilson County.
Actually,
No, it's actually more than 7.
7, 8, 9,
Nine? That's right, some other.
10.
And,
We're counting.
not everyone spoke there from our group, but several people did, and of course, you would anticipate that our group would all speak against it. The interesting thing is that some of the folks did a better job of articulating our stand to a degree than we did, and I thought we did a pretty good job. It was interesting that out of the people that spoke, and there was probably at least a dozen, maybe more, people from Hayes County, people from Comal County, Caldwell County, all spoke, and they spoke in opposition to this, not because they were in favor of Wilson County necessarily, just the fact that the plan of taking the water from Wilson County to go over to the Schertz-Cibolo area, which would ultimately, a good portion of that would be sold to San Antonio, was not solving the problem. It was dealing with a symptom, but not solving the cause. And it was very nice to hear that kind of presentation. That's all I want to say.
Okay.
Whether it'll be included or not, we don't know, but it was nice to have the support.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swear Steve in if I can.
Do it before he changes his mind.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, oath of office. I, Steve Duffy,
I, Steve Duffy,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will faithfully execute
I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Commissioner ESD number 1
of Commissioner ESD number 1
of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and I will, to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you.
We need your signature, sir, right here. Okay, on this document, and we have one other document.
Item number 16, Wichita Jackson County Judge. Okay, John Holcomb, IT Director, discussion and potential action shall occur to transition existing county AT&T wireless services and future new AT&T wireless services equipment and services in the state of Texas DIR contract number DIR-SDD-1777. There you go.
Thank you. I would like to move our existing hotspot accounts. We have a few people that have hotspots and AT&T wireless service. I'd like to move that to this government accounts, DIR account. Our cost will go from about $60 a month on average on a 5 gig data plan to about $32 a month with the discounts. Also, they'll provide us with a code that our employees can use to get employee discounts as well. And we've had the county attorney check it, and the auditor's office has reviewed it, and they're okay with it.
What's the gig with the?
Unlimited?
Unlimited. I thought so. I just wanted to make certain that was clear.
Yes, sir.
So we go from paying $60 to 5 gigs to $35 for unlimited service.
Yes, and we can actually probably get that price down too if we keep the 5 gig rate, but I know sometimes people will go over that rate and it prevents us from having overages.
And what about the discount for the employees? Have they ever disclosed what the percentage might be?
I believe it's only a 15% discount.
15 a lot. That'll work. Are you looking for a motion, Judge?
Yes.
I'll make it.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Fowler.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Second by Commissioner Fowler. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Good job. Good job.
Motion carries. Number 17, Wichita Jackson County Judge, discuss take action on bid to replace the roof above the AgriLife Extension Office. Okay, we have 2 bids, but one bid is for replacing the roof, the other bid is for covering over the roof. Okay,
I just like to make a comment about that, Judge.
go right ahead.
When I took the insurance adjuster to look at this roof, and one of his recommendations was to totally remove it and replace it. And Commissioner Morales was there also, especially on the ag extension office. That was his only recommendation, was, he said it's beyond life. He said it's nothing left of the roof we have now.
We're not getting an insurance break, best I recall.
No,
No,
Because the roof was,
it's old.
he said it's dead. Kind of way to put it. So I mean, I just, that's why I just want to make that comment when we're making this decision, because he did say totally remove it.
Okay. The 2 bids we have, and this is how it is, the River City Roofing tear off existing modified roof. Okay, this is gonna be a replacement, $17,940, and then Embry Roofing is prime existing roof, that means they're gonna roof over the other one, and it's $10,454, which is, they're not the same, we're not bidding, it's the same thing.
One is just mucking.
One is just
But what kind of warranty do we get on the replacement?
2 years.
2-year
Is that
warranty
standard?
replacement, and on the other one, it's a 10-year labor warranty. That doesn't require.
It's not even a product.
They're just mopping the roof, that's all.
So it's just two plies of fiberglass felt and modified idiom cap sheet. Okay, replace metal edge and two-way vents, clean up hallway with debris, then labor, and then the ones replaced, tear off, replace them modified. Furnish and install 1/4" Sherlock fully adhered. Okay, furnish and install new wall and edge flashing, furnish and install 80 milliliter PVC membrane fully adhered, and workmanship guarantee 2 years.
You've got 10.5 versus
17.9,
17.
and the 10.5 is not replacement, it is,
Just mopping.
So it's kind of like putting a Band-Aid on it. It's a lot better than where we are, but not anything that's a long-term
Just for your
affair.
information, I think that roof went on 89. That's when this one.
okay,
25 years ago.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and approve the River City contract.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Fowle,
I'll
second by
second.
Commissioner Morales. Any more discussion?
Right.
All in favor? Aye. Okay.
It's a sound remove. It'll be more sound.
I'll sign this proposal. Thank you, Paul. Right down, right here. Okay, item 18, Leanne Hoshak, EMC, A, temporary water line.
You can skip those to those.
Yeah, we can
They
table
pulled
the
those.
temporary water
They pulled
lines.
those, okay, so
They,
A is not, no longer,
Able, yes.
remove A, temporary water lines, they've been pulled. Okay, we're going to B, subdivision, Westfield Ranch Unit 1, discuss, take action on request for extension of time to meet road requirements.
Developers have a year to meet the road requirements. They've got the road built, but there still has to be as-bills, and the as-bills and the prepayment of ad valorem taxes and all that has to be done before the county can accept the road, so they were requesting 60 additional days. With the weather, they haven't been able to go back out there and survey to develop the as-bills, so they're requesting a 60-day extension.
Where is Westfield Ranch?
Off of 3432 and 779.
Right across essentially from GEM's location out there.
What did you say? You said 60 days?
Okay.
Yes, a 60-day
Paul
extension.
Cleveland did
It's
that.
Paul, I think that's.
Yes.
Paul Cleveland's, that's his area there.
Yes.
Do we need a motion on that, or just, I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Wiley, second by Commissioner Morales. Any more discussion? All in favor? Okay, any opposed? Okay, discuss and take action on request for extension of letter of credit.
And our regs require if you request an extension of time, you also have to request, you have to extend the letter of credit for the same amount of time, so it would be extending it for 60 additional days.
I'll make that motion also.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Wiley, second by Commissioner Morales. Any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? The vote passed. That was quick.
For once, not.
Yeah. Okay, item number 19, Jan Hartle, County Treasurer, Financial Report.
Okay. We're basically running the same as last year on, as far as taking money out of tax pool. I think we're just a little bit ahead of last year. So, and on the building fund, I'm just taking out a little at a time to cover the bills and leaving the rest in there.
Sure want to get
A lot of interest cost, nope.
I know.
Yeah. Everybody's screaming about that. The one that I folded over.
Everybody had a chance to review it?
Question also.
Motion by Commissioner Gomez, second by Commissioner Fowle. Any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, item number 20, Vicki Mills, Human Resource Specialist, payroll and personnel changes.
New employees. Joe L. Morello started working as a part-time as-needed R&B worker for Precinct 1 on June 9th, 2015, making $12.50 per hour. George R. Wallach Jr. will begin work as an R&B worker for Precinct 2 on June 22nd, 2015, making $2,600 per month. No status changes, no payroll changes. Paige Nicole Collins, a correction officer, was terminated on June 8th, 2015. Darrell Collins Jr., a correction officer, was terminated on June 8th, 2015. And no retirements. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. I'll move. Motion by Commissioner Fowle to accept the payroll and personnel changes, second by Commissioner Wiley. Any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, item 21, Tom Dudnick's bills. What's that? Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'm trying to where it was. Thank you.
I need to make a comment, Judge. If you go to page 3 under elections, it has Livonia News, and it says elections, ESD number 2. When we had that tax election, they reimbursed us for that.
Okay.
And we got paid, but Livonia never billed us, and they found the bill the other day, and they billed us, but already had the money, because we already had a pre-bill. So
Okay.
that's why it's out of place then, okay? Just wanted to bring that to your attention.
chance to review? Motion by Commissioner Gomez to accept the bills, second by Commissioner Morales. Any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay. Item number 22, adjournment. Tom, let's see, I'm say something on that. It's right here, right? That's good. Yeah, he can see that, did he? I did. Right here.